Hi and welcome to episode 6 of my RBS3. I'm happy with the baseboard, I'm happy with the electronics, I'm happy with the motor, and I'm happy with the gearbox that came with the motor, I'm happy with my switches, and I'm happy with the frame. But last week's episode, where I fitted these plastic gears and cogs and the chain, I didn't feel the joy or feel that it was going to be reliable or feel that it was good looking enough, that Venn diagram thing, in order for me to be satisfied enough to keep it. So I've been shopping and I'm going to replace the plastic gears with metal ones that I bought. So let's have a quick demonstration. The chain, oh, it looks like it's coming off. It's jumpy, it doesn't quite fit on here properly. The gears are wobbling, and I just don't think they look very good, don't look very professional, they're not fitted very well. Yeah, I'm just not happy. So what have I bought? Well, I wanted to completely avoid plastic, so I've gone for metal items, and I wanted them to fit on a 4mm axle because that's what I've got, that's what comes off the motor, and I wanted them to be secured onto those axles in a really simple way, and so something with a hub and a grub screw would be ideal in order for them to work. And I also wanted the chain and the gear to work in a better way without it slipping, so I kind of was looking for sprockets rather than gears in order to fit the chain. Anyway, it's arrived, and hopefully I'm going to be very happy. Ooh, and here are my parts. Okay, that looks nice. Very nice. Ooh, smells of the 70s. That's original Meccano chain. It's a 50-tooth spur gear, and you attach it with a little 3/16 grub screw onto the hub. So that'll be my drive gear. That'll go on there. And that's going to drive a pinion. And this will be the step down from 50-tooth down to 25-tooth. So that'll give me my 2-to-1 ratio. I've got these sprockets, which you can see they've got much fewer teeth. So that will go on the second axle to lift up the chain. I've got one for the bottom and one for the top. And I need a little jockey wheel to keep the tension here, which will possibly be sprung loaded. I don't quite know yet. I think it's 14-tooth. That will go on its own little axle. They all come with little grub screws, and yeah, I'm now going to take all this apart, recycle it in the bin, and fit my Meccano parts to my sculpture. Interesting fact, Meccano haven't changed their part numbers in years and years and years. I found online the colour brochure from 1970s, and the part numbers that I ordered today are exactly the same part numbers as they were in the 70s. So I'm going to rip that apart now. I'm going to make up some new axles and start to fit this, and hopefully be better than last episode. So let's get demolishing and soldering. Okay, so the sprocket has got a grub screw, which means it's now attached to a 4mm tube on the inside, and these two bits here are 5mm tube that are surrounding that 4mm. So this can spin really easily on the axle, on the two supports. This can move in and out a bit, which is not so good. But when the balls come over here, they'll go onto a frame, and the frame will be attached to this, and so the track that comes off will stop this from moving in and out. Okay, so now what we've got the axle with two fixed gears. This one here, the pinion, that's now attached in the right place for the spur, and the sprocket is attached on the axle here. We've got a T-shaped, slightly movable but not very movable support at this end. That's all very small and subtle, and that can be built into the loading frame. And round here at the back is the curly bracket that holds the axle holder in on the other side. This will get used into something else in the future. Got a few ideas for that. And at the top, still got the wheel that moves. This still goes in and out, but now I've got the top sprocket and the bottom sprocket dead in line in that way and in the other way as well. So yes, looking good. I just cut the chain to the right length and chopped a little bit more off and fitted the links together, so I've now got the chain going around the two sprockets. Try to replicate a bit of, oops, that's not good. Try to replicate a bit of weight on the chain when it's carrying balls. There we have the first ball picker-upper. So I've soldered it onto a single link. Okay, I've got the fingers on, and here it comes down, ready for the first ball. First ball ever to be lifted up. There he goes. Fly high, my pretty one. Yes. It's a little bit rough, it's a little bit temporary in places. It needs a little bit of fine tuning, but I've managed it. So if you've got any questions, please use the comments below. My email is in the about section as well. I'll see you next week on the next RPS3 video. Please subscribe if you want to see that on Sunday. And I'll see you next week. Bye.